Yo, welcome to the B&B show. My name's Brady and this is Brian. Now today, we got a special guest. Come on in.
You're not gonna like greet me at the door.
Balin.
Balin. Come on, hop on in your chair. How you doing today, Balin?
I'm
How you
doing
doing,
good.
man?
I gotta tell you, I'm so excited to be here. I watched the first episode, I loved it, and then I saw the second episode, and I was like, I can't agree
Wow.
with this.
Oh.
Oh, you can't agree with this. What couldn't you agree with?
That anime is bad, confirmed?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with it. I watched too much. Watched too much.
You watched too much? I thought that was a good episode. I thought it was a good little talk. Now I got a special question for you guys today.
Yeah.
How much money would it take you to eat feces?
Is this human feces? Well, let's start there.
What's the difference?
What's
Would
the
you
diet of the
prefer-
human feces?
Well, because like most food that you eat, like if you're eating like meat from like McDonald's, right? Like chicken, like there's a high chance that there's poop in that. You know?
Okay.
So like if it's human poop, it's a little different, but like if it's animal poop, like I've probably done that like several times and I probably paid to do it.
Oh, that's gross. Wow, you just ruined food for me.
Yeah,
All
don't eat at
Oh,
McDonald's, kids.
So you're saying, all right, we'll ask both. One is for animal poo, and one is for human poo. Okay, so
Mm.
human poo first. Straight out in front of you, big
Um,
old turd. You have to eat the whole thing.
no amount of money. I'd probably rather die, to be
You'd
honest.
probably rather
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. What's
Yeah.
the diet of this person?
What's the diet?
Yeah.
Would you rather like a vegan or like a meat lover or what?
Being a vegan, because I don't think it's gonna like
Still be gross, bro.
like
So this one time, right? I had this cupcake and it had black frosting, and I woke up the next day and I pooped, and my poop was green. It was the craziest thing. It was like broccoli green. It was craziest poop in my life. Let me tell you, like that was an experience.
Okay, so now I got a question for you. I'm gonna interrupt you. What's the weirdest color your poop has ever been?
That green, dark, like not. It was
Green
crazy.
is like pretty common though.
Well, this never happened to me before, so yeah. What about for
I've
you,
never
bro?
had a red.
Yeah,
Oh,
red would be mine because I just like my butthole is just bleeding, and I just had
okay. All right.
red poop.
Continuing on, we're skipping no more.
You brought this to the table. Why are you?
It wasn't even me who brought it. Okay, go ahead.
What where does this go?
Yeah, I don't know where this goes.
We all
Yeah, exactly. Okay, moving on.
yeah.
So you would not eat the poop in front of you on a nice little plate?
No. Well, like yeah, no. I think like I
Okay.
struggle with pride, and
Like
like
the
my
whole
pride would
thing?
not let me do that. It would
Like,
probably kill me,
Yes,
to be honest.
the whole thing, cause like this
nah,
is
dude. Nah, dude. No.
dude. I'm
A
in my
lick,
bag.
maybe.
A lick. Okay, how much for a lick?
Oh, Brady.
Dude, you
Alright.
gotta answer the question one way.
I
I
feel like a
would-
lick is more manageable. I would probably say for starting, right? Starting bid is going to be $50 million. Go to your house. I'm going to show up with like $500 and then like a turd, and I'm going to be like, "Here's your chance." Are you telling me that you're going to take that?
Dude, I would heavily consider it. Like it is very much possible that I lick that turd for $500.
Can you believe this kid?
Dude,
I wouldn't do it,
it's
bro.
just a lick. It's over. You wash your mouth out with soap. I'm not gonna. Okay, now to eat the full thing, it'd have to be like $50 million.
You would eat it, bro.
For
You would
50
probably
million?
die before you. No, you're not going to be able to use that money, bro.
You think? Would you really die if you ate poop?
Okay,
Yes.
you do a lot of furry research, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there was this
Okay.
furry. There's a whole documentary about this on YouTube, and he would eat poop like every single day, and I think he died. He straight up's dead. He's dead.
Oh, that's a dark ending.
He's dead. Yeah.
Now, I'm not
Good
eating it
ending.
every single day.
Yeah.
I'm just having a little bit of a little bit of a snack, you know?
Oh.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay. Hold on. There's a little bit more to this though, because it's not like Which type of poop are you doing? Like, which one are you eating
I
here?
don't know.
There's like
It's
7,000 different types of poop or something. I made that up. There's like 7 made ones. There's like
Yeah.
the lumpy, there's the smooth, there's like pure liquid. How much for like a poop milkshake?
Oh,
that one's gonna be like 20 quintillion, dude. That's a
It's the
lot,
same
bro.
thing. It's the same thing.
it's literally the
But
same
it's
thing,
a
bro.
trait. I'm gonna throw up talking about this.
We should switch the topic.
Oh my
I
God.
don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, I don't. All
We went
right,
on for way too long, bro.
all right. Segue.
so-
We went on the
Segue.
segue train.
Breaking Bad spoilers ahead.
All right, so we're here
Yeah.
in Breaking Bad,
Breaking Bad.
the good old lab from season 3.
Yeah, I think.
4?
Yeah, I think it was introduced season 3.
No, I don't know.
Oh, you guys did a good job.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Look, we got the methylamine, but I don't know if we can. Can we say that on YouTube?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we got the methylamine.
You can just
and we
edit
got
it
all
out.
this
You're
other stuff. I don't think he wants to do that.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's too much work.
Nah,
we got the
it's easy.
tanks. We got the tanks.
Now we gotta bring up the show conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What, in your opinion, is the greatest show of all time? Mine's Breaking Bad, but I think that's pretty obvious from what I've already said.
The greatest
In
show
Breaking
of all time?
Yeah, well, modern, because you're gonna bring up some show from the '60s, Balin. I already
I'd say
know.
the Twilight Zone.
I totally was. I was gonna. Twilight Zone was considered there. I think you're gonna have to like put more filters on that because like I don't think you can fairly compare a live action series like Breaking Bad to like an animated series or something. You know, like I don't think that's a fair
'cause
comparison.
animated is obviously
No, I
gonna
was
be
gonna
worse.
say
I got
something
you.
like the original Teen Titans was very good.
Oh,
You know, like animated stuff like that. You know, and I don't think that's a fair comparison to like do that to live
I don't
action.
know, because does that compare to like The Walking Dead?
What do you like?
I don't think it does. As in like show not how much you enjoy, because if it was based off enjoyability, for me it'd be regular show. I love that show.
Right.
Now,
But you're just talking
But if
about like an acting and like total performance, the care that went into the
Yeah.
show. Yeah, I would say like if that's the case, like I think animated shows like put in a lot more care than live action. Like animating is hard work, especially when you're doing it like frame by frame, like shows like regular show do. Like that's pretty insane, you know? And that takes
Okay,
a lot
no.
more time than like a live action film.
I'm not gonna take out animated, but I'm gonna take out that aspect of it because you bring up a really good point. It just we're talking about purely like storyline, plots, character development.
Hmm.
I forgot the cinematography. Stuff like that.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hmm. I gotta tell you,
So like,
Breaking Bad
yeah.
is definitely up there, but I don't know if I've seen enough like live action to actually like give a fair
The Walking Dead spoilers ahead.
like argument to
have
that.
you watched The Walking Dead? Because that's a
have.
show I think really comes. You have. How far have you watched?
I watched up to where Negan kill. Oh wait, are we allowed to spoil?
Whoa,
Are we allowed to spoil-
whoa.
Are we allowed to do that? I mean,
No. We're bleeping
No
that
spoilers,
out.
no
We
spoilers.
are bleeping that out, Balin.
No.
I
say what- I didn't say what
happened.
Negan's gonna kill
I
everyone.
didn't say what happened. You know, I just
Why did you? What? Oh.
No, he doesn't kill everyone. He doesn't kill everyone.
Shut
He
the
kills
hell
someone,
up,
though.
Brady. Oh my
Okay,
god.
all right, that's fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Now,
When Negan
have
shows
you-
up and does a certain deed, that's where that's where I got to. And then like I've heard now that like a certain character is like straight up not existing
Okay.
anymore. And so like I don't know how I feel about that. I actually read the comic though. Like I read it all.
Oh, really?
I like
Well,
that.
okay.
but the comic and the show are different
They're
things.
different. They're different. I
not
agree. I
canon.
agree.
Yeah.
But like yeah, I would.
Now, I just passed the point where you're at right now. So Negan just showed up. I hate Negan.
Mhm.
He did the bad.
I kind of like my name in the show.
So
I like the character who it represented,
right.
Brian.
Who's he's talking about the governor.
Yeah, the governor.
The governor was a good villain. I like the governor.
Okay, but
Just
we-
Gus
I
Fring's
think
better,
that season 1 of the Breaking Bad, sorry, not Breaking Bad, The Walking Dead was like fantastic, and it's easily one of my like favorite like start of
Season
the
one?
series. Yeah, season 1.
Yeah.
Easily,
The season finale was kind of garbage in my opinion.
it was, but like the beginning, like it hooked you immediately,
Oh,
and I think it did it
definitely.
brilliantly.
The first 5 episodes are just undefeated. Probably the best first 5 episodes of a series that I've seen.
Yeah,
Now, And I can see the standpoint that season 1 of Breaking Bad is not on paper that good,
Right.
right? It is still amazing, but it just doesn't compare to
I
other
think
things.
like the difference between a show like Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead, though, in my opinion, The Walking Dead deteriorates just like the zombies, like later on. You know, it like progressively gets worse. But Breaking
Yeah.
Bad, for the most part, is very consistent in everything it does, and so that's
It
why.
gets better.
Yeah, I would say it's
It
better than
gets
Breaking
better
Bad.
and
Yeah,
better. Now, I think for a show to
The Walking
be
Dead.
considered the best, it has to be good consistently through its entire run.
Yes.
Now, I feel like that's an issue with The Walking Dead because sure you have season 3, 4, 5, which are the best seasons and come very close to Breaking Bad.
Mhm.
It just once it drops off, I think it really lowers its average, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But with Breaking Bad, it never gets bad.
Yeah, if we're
Oh
going off of
wow.
like if we're going off seasons, then I think like for the most part, Game of Thrones has Breaking Bad defeated until the ending. If Game of Thrones did not screw up that final season, I think Game of Thrones would easily be like one of the best of all time. But they screwed up
I
the
haven't
ending,
watched
and nobody
I
talks
haven't
about it
watched Game of
anymore.
Thrones.
You haven't watched
I
Game of
haven't watched
Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
I
Is
haven't
that something
either.
I should watch? Is that like
There's a lot of sex, so like if you don't mind that.
oh
Oh,
ooh la la.
okay, bro.
No,
Yeah,
I'm kidding. But I don't know. I'll try to give it a watch. It's long though. It's like 8 seasons, right?
it's it's like 9 seasons or something like that.
Yeah, it's
I would like
pretty long.
just don't watch the final season, and you're good.
Uh-huh. I don't know because I want to watch it so I can actually compare it to these other,
No, no, because there's a
fantastic
reason
shows.
why nobody talks about Game of Thrones anymore. Like, there's a reason nobody says anything. It's because of the
It's
last
just
season.
bad.
It's
It takes it
terrible.
out of the running with
It's yeah,
Breaking
no,
Bad.
you can't even compare it because of the ending.
Oh, that's pretty sad. I've been searching so long for a show that is better than Breaking Bad.
Mhm.
I don't think there is one right now. I've heard a couple are really good
What are some
that I
names you've
haven't
heard?
watched. Santros or something, something like that.
Hmm.
Have you heard of that? Am I
I haven't
Um,
watched it.
okay?
The
If anyone in
Sopranos.
the comments wants to tell it, yes, yeah, I think that's it.
I've
Yeah, I
heard that
gotta give it a watch.
Chernobyl, or however you pronounce it, is very, very good.
Also heard Peaky
Uh,
Blinders
that
is
was
good,
bro. That's an
but
event in history, Balin, not a TV show.
That is a TV show, though.
well, yeah, it is a TV show. It's just it's based off of you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
How
So
how would they
I
make
don't
a
know.
season from that?
Have you not seen the show?
Well,
Well, I mean,
like
obviously
it's
you
like
haven't,
it
but
was like boom. It was like a boom radiation, but like what can they do after that? I gotta
no,
get a
no. I think like the series is like about the events leading up to it, and I think they do a very good job of. Here, let me like. I need to look it up. Chernobyl
Okay,
HBO.
we'll talk. But yeah, I think overall, from what I've seen, I haven't seen every television show ever. I think Breaking Bad is the best thing I've seen because I feel like in The Walking Dead, there's moments where it's just fantastic,
Mm,
but in the later seasons, every single moment of Breaking Bad I enjoyed. If that makes any sense,
right.
it is consistently good, and The Walking Dead isn't always consistently good.
Yeah. So
maybe I
But
just
really interesting. This like Breaking Bad has the same rating as Chernobyl. Like it has the same score on IMDb and it has the same
oh
score on
really?
Rotten Tomatoes and the same score on Google users liking the show. So I think
Uh
that
huh.
I'm probably going to give Chernobyl a watch now
Okay.
because I
All right.
apparently it's competing.
All right. Now, have you watched Better Call Saul, Balin?
Admittedly, I have not finished it. Have
Okay.
not watched it.
Now, I'm on season 2 of Better Call Saul.
Hmm.
It is so boring, but I heard it gets good. But I think I've heard Better Call Saul is really even with Breaking Bad. But I feel like since these first 2 seasons that I've seen, it takes it out of the running. If it's like I cannot watch it some days because it's just so incredibly boring. But
Well, you know,
I'm
it's
still
super
gonna watch
interesting.
it.
I was
Yeah.
reading like in preparation for this episode, I was gonna bring up like a bunch of like fan theories about Breaking Bad, and so I was gonna like see what you guys think of them. And one of these theories, if I can find it, is that Walt is actually alive in Better Call
okay, dude.
Saul.
That's stupid. That's stupid. Um.
Better Call Saul is a prequel. Of course he's alive.
Oh.
There-
Oh. Oh. Wait. Is it?
No, no,
Oh yeah.
there's scenes where he's like on the run, isn't there?
We just spoiled the ending of Breaking Bad, by the way, to all the viewers.
Oh my
Oh.
lord.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, next one.
Oh.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, so it's a prequel, so of course he's alive, right, guys?
I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, get out of here.
Did you do that? Ah.
I don't know, you could put
Man.
like a spoiler warning, right, Brian?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So
Balin,
yeah,
you're making my job harder. You know that? You know that, Balin? I barely get to speak on this show, and you're making it harder for me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean
But
to.
Better Call Saul, the character development is the best part of the show. From what I've seen,
Mhm.
it is really good. Like the characters are amazing, but I feel like so it doesn't tarnish Breaking Bad's reputation at all because it's not the cinematography and stuff doesn't of Better Call Saul doesn't affect Breaking Bad, but the characters do since it is still canon to Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any other theories that we need to put a spoiler warning for?
Well, I gotta look at them now because, like, I totally forgot. I mean, I get there's one that's not really. There's one that like Gus Fring is actually working for the CIA.
Oh, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, it
Is there
says.
like an elaboration on that?
Well, yeah. So first of all, there's like Fring obviously has a lot of money, and so you can argue that that's from like the drugs. But this theory suggests it's from the CIA backing him, and he has that like personal vendetta against the cartel, and like he goes to very extreme measures for all that. And so the theory is basically it doesn't elaborate, but the theory is
Okay.
that he's working with the CIA to take down the cartel.
That is, it isn't. There's a lot of evidence not going with that because why would the CIA is not going to just kill all the cartel members, right? Doesn't the CIA like take them in and like give them a court date and stuff?
Is that like?
And then,
But what
do you know how many like he's like the main drug guy? I doubt that he's like
you're telling me? Well,
the
I mean, if
main
you
drug
argue that
guy.
in real life, you don't think that the CIA like takes in like informants, like rats? You don't think they do that? And
What do
like,
you mean?
well, okay, if Gus Fring is this like big cartel guy, right? Like big guy, right?
Yeah.
And he's in America, right? He's USA. We're proud. We're free. And the CIA is having the problem with the Mexican drug cartel. It
You think
does kind of make sense for them to work together because, like, on Gus's part, like, you're getting rid of competition, you're getting rid of all that, and what era does this show take place? Breaking Bad. I totally forgot.
Uh, 2010s, like early, maybe like 07 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like something Obama would do. Not gonna lie.
Oh.
Can you say that?
You can say
I see where the theory is coming from. I don't believe in it personally.
I got a better theory. One that I don't. It has no evidence, but I love it a lot.
Go ahead.
You guys want to hear it? So you know that Ted guy that like Skylar kind of flirts with. You know that guy.
Yeah.
The theory goes that he's the real father of Walt Jr. I don't think there's any evidence for this, but I like the idea of it. Oh.
All right, now it's the B and Balin show.
It's
Or it's still be the B&B show. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
But
it's
that
the
all right. That theory doesn't have any evidence. But I hate that theory, Balin. I'm sorry, man.
You don't like
'Cause-
it?
No, I hate Ted. I hate him. I want to beat him up and murder him.
But
Like
like
Fuel
he
did in
talks
that one
about
episode.
in one episode how Walt Jr.'s doing, and he talks about how he has good genes.
I think he's just complimenting Skylar.
Maybe.
But maybe I mean he is.
Why do you have a spatula?
It's a cool
Or a
theory, I guess,
knife?
because I'm cooking. Look,
No,
I'm
you're
gonna get
not.
high. Look, now I have the meth particles. I'm cooking meth. Can I say that?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right. What are your
Alright, go
thoughts
on.
on Bitcoin, Balin?
On Bitcoin.
Yes.
So I need to put some context here because there's some personal feelings in this. So your boy was a fool.
Did you
And
sell?
about a year ago, actually no, at the start of this year, I bought like $100 of Dogecoin, right? and Dogecoin skyrocketed. It went up to like 2.2 grand. Sorry, it went up to like 72 cents, which my total was 2.2 grand. But I didn't sell because like your boy thought he was gonna get rich, you know. So I didn't sell, and
Oh.
so it crashed. It tumbled down. Everything sucks. And at this point, I'm sitting like a month ago with like $800 worth of Dogecoin, right? And I'm like, I wish I could find a coin more stable than Dogecoin, right? And so I'm thinking, what about Bitcoin? Bitcoin must be pretty great. So I look at the price of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin at this time was like 60 grand, right? It like just hit an all-time high. And like I'm reading all the comments, I'm reading all these articles. It's like it's only gonna skyrocket, dude. It's only gonna go higher. Don't listen to those articles, boys. Like if you're doing cryptocurrency, don't listen to it.
Bought it and it went down. Is that what I'm
I
hearing?
bought it, and right now, if I check my Voyager app, so I didn't sell all my Dogecoin. I only sold like a little bit of it. I sold about $500 worth, so I still have a bunch of Dogecoin. But I've lost a total of, let's see here, $120 on Bitcoin
Oh,
right now. So I think
I'm sorry.
Bitcoin has potential. If you look at like countries like El Salvador, I think they just like announced it as their legal currency.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, that's like the
uh,
Brian's place. That's like the place that Brian's from, huh? Wow, that's crazy.
Wow. I thought he was
Anyway.
Mexican. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, but
Um,
it's not cool when I say that, huh, Brian? Wow.
But then we gotta go through another loophole of it. We gotta have another conversation about that, and I just don't feel like talking about that.
All right, all right.
yeah, I respect you. I'm sorry. I recognize you as El Salvadorian. But yeah, no, there's a huge future with Bitcoin, but I think that right now I'm looking at a lot of like altcoins to invest in. Because like right now I'm trying to get into the metaverse, and so have you guys heard about that by the way?
Yes, I was gonna talk about that. I was gonna be on this episode, but that is on my topics list.
All right, we'll briefly go over it here, and you guys can go more in depth in your future episode.
Mhm.
But recently, I've been looking at like real estate in like Decentraland, and then I realized like I cannot afford that. Like they're selling these stuff for like 50K, you know, like one just sold the other day for $150,000, bro. It's virtual land, bro. It does not exist, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's frustrating. But anyway, I went on Decentraland like a week ago. I'm like, I want to see what the hype is all about. I go on the server and this thing sucks. Like there's nothing fun about it. My avatar was literally gay and I couldn't change it.
Are you
Um,
serious?
one of the options was like an actual pride shirt, and like my PC just sucks, and so I couldn't change it because it kept lagging because it's like
Oh.
it demanded so much resources out of my computer that I just couldn't do it. Um, and so yeah, I was walking around in a pride shirt on Decentraland, and I'm trying to talk to people, but like nobody has a mic for some reason,
I thought it
and
wasn't
like
out yet. It's like officially out. Like you can play it.
no, okay, so like really briefly, like the metaverse, it already exists, but the way that you're thinking of it does not exist yet, you know? Like not everything is connected yet. But like Fortnite is a good example of the metaverse, you know, because you bring in like Marvel, you bring in like Naruto, you bring in Ariana Grande, you bring in Travis Scott, you know, like all that in one place is an example of the metaverse. You know, you bring in all these different universes and you're combining them in one place. And so like
Okay.
Decentraland, I think Cryptovoxels, there's a few more. Like they're early examples of the metaverse.
So we're
And
living in Ready Player One.
that's the goal. That's the goal, yeah.
That's cool.
So I've been making like a bunch of 3D assets and I'm trying to make them so I can sell them for like a bit of cryptocurrency.
So
Oh,
it's
like
like
NFT boy.
NFTs.
Yeah, it's literally an NFT. You can sell NFTs on Decentraland.
I don't like NFTs. I think they're dumb.
I like NFTs.
Actually, you know what's funny? I used to hate the idea of NFTs until I grasped it, you know? Like I didn't
I
understand
understand it. No, I do understand it. It's just I'm not a fan.
No, I mean like a different perspective. Like I understood it, but I have a new perspective on it now because
You
I
wanna
didn't
elaborate?
realize that I've always been living with NFTs. You know, I've always been a fan of it. So like I used to play this game a long time ago called Growl Zone. I put like at least 8 years into this game, bro. It's like this massive multiplayer RPG game, and it's like really pixelated, so it's fun. And I remember there was an item in the game that I literally wanted to get forever. It was called Flame Wings, and like no matter how much I tried, I could not get this item. I had all these other rare items, and I just couldn't get the Flame Wings, and so like that's just sad. But like those items in the game, like those are NFTs essentially. They're just not minted.
I get what
That's
you're saying.
anything that's a collectible is technically an NFT. And so like I knew economics like from that game. Like I learned the economy of that game. And so like it's not hard to transfer that knowledge and just bring it to like real life. And then if you have that idea and you put it into something like OpenSea where you sell minted NFTs, I'm a fan of it. I like it. It makes sense to me.
Okay, yeah, but I just see it as like really expensive Fortnite skins.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
You know,
It
because
is.
like sure you spend all this money on Fortnite, but it's like $15 and you have a Fortnite skin, and it's still nothing in real life. It doesn't have any actual value. But I know NFTs technically have value, whatever. But it's like spending $2,000 on a Fortnite skin, and at
Yeah,
least you can make the Fortnite skins dance. You know. But I kind of just see it as another variant of Bitcoin, if that makes any sense. It's just like,
but the main difference between that is like your Fortnite skin that you have right now. That let's say that you just bought that anime skin for like 2,000 V-Bucks, right? And you want to like return it, and you don't have any return options. If it was an NFT, you'd be able to sell it to like another player, and then
for
since it's
more.
no longer in the shop, you'd be able to sell it for like I don't know 2.5k V-Bucks, right? Like that's the
Yeah,
idea of an NFT is
yeah,
because it's a collectible.
yeah. And I definitely understand the concept. I see why people do it. It's just, I don't know. It's not a thing for me. I don't think
Mm,
I mean, I might get into it one day, but for now, I'm not really interested in. Because what happens if I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it can go two ways. I feel like one way is it crashes or whatever it's called, and
mhm.
it's never gonna go anywhere, or it's gonna skyrocket, and it's gonna be the next big thing, and for years and years and years. So
I
I'm
have like one problem with NFTs, and this is like my biggest complaint, and it's like it goes back to the Growl Zone days too. Is that the only reason I wanted these flame wings, right? Is because of the hype behind it. If you had flame wings, you were the best in the game. That's the idea, and that's the problem with NFTs is that your NFT only gets popular if you have hype behind it. Like this, like stupid, like I don't even remember what it's called. It's like Crypto Apes or something like that. It's the one that everybody on Twitter keeps screenshotting, and it
yeah.
Oh,
makes people
Boarded.
mad. It's like the only reason that's popular is because of all the hype it's getting. This Twitter drama, like where people get upset, like that's adding into the hype.
What
That's
happens
building
when the
into
hype
it.
dies down?
And that's exactly the point. Is that
Yeah.
when that hype goes away, that it's worthless. And it's just like I don't know. I never got into like design or clothing or anything like that. But like I'm sure there's been brands like yeah, actually like, this is nothing to do with it. But like silly bands, right? Or like Beyblades or Bakugan, right? Like the hype behind it was great. It was big and then it dropped. And that's where NFTs are kind of going.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
NFTs will probably always exist at this point. You're never going to get rid of it. But the idea of certain collectible
It,
NFTs,
it might
that's
die
what's going to
down.
go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually really like that take. You bring up a really good point there. I hope that happens also because I'm tired of seeing these stupid monkeys on TikTok and stuff.
Bro, they're so ugly. Like,
Well,
why does anybody want it?
those monkeys get you a private ticket to like a yacht or something like that.
Bro, nobody cares about no yacht, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, I don't need to get on
It's
it yet.
like, yeah, yachts are not even that great. I'll be honest. Like,
This is the boat.
it, it's just a boat. It's a boat. Like go on a cruise, go on Royal Caribbean or something. Like that's a much bigger boat. Think about it. You
Uh-huh.
don't need a yacht. Pointless.
Now we were talking about the metaverse. I feel like something that's very similar to the metaverse is Neuralink, the thing that Elon Musk is inventing or
Oh
coming out
no,
with next
I'm
year.
so against that idea.
Yeah, really? Okay. Yeah, then let me say
That is
my thoughts.
like,
Let me say my thoughts on it, and then
mhm.
I'll let you take over. I think I don't know. I feel like it's a little crazy. It's a little weird to think about it. Are we all gonna turn into weird psycho robots? I don't know. I do like the idea of music automatically playing in my head, though. That's cool. I want to listen to Lil Boat wherever I am. I don't even need earbuds. but I feel like it could go badly very fast. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But go
Yeah.
ahead, continue what you were saying.
So against the idea. So first of all, let me tell you what I would enjoy about that idea is like I think that the Neuralink is probably the only chance we'll ever get at recording memories or recording dreams, you know? And I like that idea, you
That's
know, for people
crazy.
with Alzheimer's, it would be
Yeah.
like absolutely revolutionary.
No, I like
That's like the positive behind it. But like you're saying like playing music in your brain.
it.
Like dude, if somebody hacks that, bro, how are you going to get that out, you
It's
know?
game over.
Like the
And then if they're
I'm
gonna put the
yeah,
Gummy
I'm
Bear
not
song
listening to that
on
for
repeat.
like yeah, no. And like that's just like that's like soft level, you know,
That is
like if
scary.
someone
Yeah,
actually hacks you, right, and you're
because you can't get
listening to
away.
music, they'll just start like demanding stuff. It's like this message won't stop until you pay me $5,000. This message,
Yeah,
you know, it'll keep going and going.
scammers.
And like I just
Just
don't
take it
like the
off.
idea of a brain chip, you know, like how are you going to implement that?
Uh,
Are you telling me you're really going to cut open somebody's head just to put a chip inside
yeah,
of it?
that's a good point. I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
They just
no.
cut it open and they just plop it in. They're like, all right, seal it up. Like that can't be safe. I mean, I'm sure they have a safe way of doing it, but I don't know if it's a good idea. I really do like your point with recording memories and recording dreams because that's something I always really wanted to do. You know, that's something
Yeah.
awesome. You know, I really want to because every time you remember something, it changes slightly every time you
Mhm.
remember it, and that that's kind of sad because you're never gonna remember, your first kiss or when you get married. The older you get, and being able to just
Yeah.
pull that video up would be amazing, but yeah, I don't know if it's possible. That's like
I
preposterous.
think theoretically it is possible, you know, like
You
because
think
the
so?
brain like it transmits memories and like everything else just through like electricity, basically. You know, it's neurons,
Uh-huh.
and so it's theoretically possible. I don't know how they would do it, but I wouldn't count it out.
Now,
I think the only thing like with the memories thing is I don't know how you would replicate the senses. Like obviously you can do sight because it would be video, but like memories of smell and memories of taste, I feel like that would be a little difficult to do. I mean, unless it's like an actual brain chip in which you can just alter your memories.
uh-huh.
Like that would be kind of sketch.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that'd
But
be kind of weird. But I
yeah.
feel like the video is all you need. I don't need to smell what my wedding smelled like. Would that be
Hmm.
cool? Sure. Would hearing be nice? That hearing would be nice. But I feel like if I could record my memories, I would really only need sight because I wanna. The main thing is sight. Like my favorite sense is sight. Because you can look all around. It's pretty awesome. Like I'm looking at my microphone right now, and I'm looking at Minecraft right now, and it's amazing. The viewers can't smell the video, but that's okay. They don't
That's
need to
true.
smell the meth.
That steak right there smells fantastic.
Thank you. I cooked it myself with my spatula.
Yeah, it's pretty
Now,
great.
do you think it's gonna take off?
The Neuralink?
Yeah. Like, do you think
I
people
think there's so much ethical concern behind it. Like, I
you
think
think
it's
might
one
not?
thing if it's just like a hat, like you wear it and it's just like attached to your head,
And
like
you can
maybe just
take
like
it
a
off at any
sticker.
time.
Yeah, that's one thing. I think it would be more likely to take off if that was the case, and it might be. I have no idea.
But if it's
Um,
permanently in your head, it's gonna be different, and not as many people are gonna use it.
yeah, there's no way it would get because you know if you want that to be approved, you have to get it approved by like all these different like government corporations, and like you know the government's definitely going to bribe you for that technology. You know, so like no way. I don't think it would get past ethical approval. Uh, I don't think it's going to happen.
I hope it doesn't, because it is scary. It really is. It's terrifying to think about that happening.
Yeah.
Now, Brian, are you even there? You haven't been talking, dude. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I haven't been able to talk. Yeah, y'all are just
I'm
in like
sorry.
We're just good
y'all's
like
little
that.
world. Um, I kind of like the idea. I mean, I feel like if they're gonna put a chip in my brain, they better have good security for that. Or I'm just gonna make my own password.
You would hope so.
Um,
Just
but
gonna make your own password.
I'm just gonna make my own password. But what's good? I feel like I also like the idea of just like Google Glass. Like if the world was like that, like
That
AR technology and all of
AR,
that.
like
AR,
Fortnite gun. What do you mean by AR technology? Can you elaborate? I
like
don't know if I'm being
like
stupid, but
I
Augmented
forgot what it was.
reality.
Yeah, augment. Yeah,
what's
I feel
that?
It's
like
like
that would be
so.
way cooler.
I actually like the idea of augmented reality. I think that that is going to be far more helpful than virtual reality So augmented reality is you're not being transported to a new world. It's just kind of like helping your senses. Like you
Okay.
know those apps where like it like a filter, you know, like on Instagram. That's technically augmented reality because it's not changing anything. You're still in the real world.
Because it's what you see is
Um,
different, right?
yeah, it's just changing what you see. You know, like whereas VR is totally immersive and everything around you changes. You know, your whole environment that you're looking at changes.
Yeah.
Augmented reality is just like
What
Home
you-
Depot. You've seen those like commercials where they show their phone, they use the app, and then they like can place a table in the room to see what that looks like. That's augmented reality.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's a little better. VR is a little scary though. I don't know VR. I love Super Hot's the best VR game, by the way, but I feel like VR is a lot scarier than AR. So that's a good take, bro. That's a good take for sure.
Spider-Man No Way Home spoilers ahead.
Now,
Good take.
so this episode is going to be coming out this Saturday. Now we're recording this as of what day is it? Tuesday.
It's Tuesday the 14th.
So we will all be seeing Spider-Man No Way Home.
What do you mean? No. We're gonna be watching the Jake Paul fight.
Okay, moving on. Ignoring Brian.
No. We're gonna be watching the Jake Paul fight, and he's gonna be like fighting another TikToker or something.
Wow. Do you have your tickets yet, Balin?
So I don't.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
The reason I don't is because I totally forgot.
Oh dang.
I know the premiere was like last night, right?
Uh-huh.
And did you guys see that like somebody like pretty much spoiled one of the biggest things on it?
Don't
I
tell
was
us.
so sad about that.
Don't tell us.
Oh no, don't say that. Don't
Yeah,
say
of
that.
course not. Like this is a good movie. You don't want to. This one has more. Like this one has almost the same exact
Endgame.
hype around it as Endgame. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
almost the same hype.
I say it's bigger 'cause
Um,
this is huge. This is multiple franchises. Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, they're all
that
coming
was
in
the
the same.
well.
Yeah.
That,
Whoa.
yeah, that was what.
Shush.
that was-
Balin.
Spoiler.
Pretty cool camera
sh-
you got over there.
Now,
Pretty
Brian,
good
do you
camera.
have your tickets?
No.
Now, I do, but they're not for Friday. They're for Saturday. So I'll be basically
I'll be in
watching
Florida
it.
on Saturday. If you want to like buy me an extra ticket, I'll go with you.
If that's possible, then maybe I'm going with my family. We'll see. I'll let you know, Bill. All right.
Yeah,
But
let me know.
what are our predictions right now without Balin spoiling anything?
For the ending,
Well, just in general, do you think Toby and Andrew are gonna be in this movie? Balin, don't answer.
Yeah. I mean, there's already leaks about it. I mean, it's kind of obvious that they're gonna be.
Haters! Oh my
Spoiling
god!
it.
And also, what's his name? Tom Holland. He's in a group chat with them. Why would he be in a group chat? Recently,
Spider-Man?
Bro,
huh?
there's so dude. You know how many celebrities are in group chats, especially when you all like share the same role in different movies.
I feel like that doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
I really hope they are. That'd be awesome. Now, I don't know if they're gonna have a big role in this movie. Because what if they don't? What if they just make an appearance? I would be perfectly fine with that. Because at the end of the day, this is supposed to be a Tom Holland movie. It's not
Yes.
supposed to be about Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. So I really hope it still mainly focuses on Tom Holland Spider-Man, and we got to make sure we get that full circle of character development. Because in Homecoming, he realizes that he's his own hero. Right? He's different from Iron Man. He's not trying to beat Iron Man. And in
Right.
Far From Home, he realizes how he's got to get his priorities straight. And being Spider-Man means being Spider-Man. He's got to put his personal life as Peter Parker aside to be, Spider-Man. And I really feel like I need this to tie up. Now, a second trilogy after this is already confirmed,
Yes.
which is awesome. I really hope it's good, because if this ties up the whole him being like fully Spider-Man and he understands all his responsibilities, then the next trilogy is going to be more of a spot. I feel like it's very similar to an origin story. These first three movies, because he's still finding out who he is, and
Right.
once we get this next trilogy, he's going to be he's all ready now. He's Spider-Man. So, and I hope at the end of that trilogy we get introduced to Miles Morales, and then he takes on the mantle.
Well, they have like the Into the Spider-Verse like Part 1 movie coming in, so I think they're definitely going to tie those
Part one?
together. Yeah, you haven't.
Part 2.
There's a
It's the
no
you said-
Into the Spider-Verse. So there's Into the Spider. Wait, what was the
Yeah.
first one called?
Into the
Into the
Spider-Verse, and then the
Spider-Verse.
second one
Wait,
is Through the Spider-Verse.
this one has a different name. It's like
Through the
Yeah, it's
Spider-Verse, yeah.
yeah,
through so through the Spider-Verse Part 1, then I should say. So that movie is probably going to tie in, or Part 2 rather, it's probably going to tie into like that idea of seeing like, I don't know how they would do
Live
that,
action.
combining live action with the comic. I think
Yeah,
they
that'd
will.
be
I think
weird.
they'll at least name drop it or something like that.
Yeah. Now in the comics, there's the Secret War storyline, and that's how we get Miles Morales, who is originally introduced in the Ultimate Universe of comic books, into the 616, the main continuity of comic books. And what happens is Doctor Doom is like combining all these worlds together, and at the very end, we bring Old Man Logan from his own little multiverse into the main continuity along with
Ooh.
Miles Morales. So they might do that same thing, but that entails Doctor Strange and Molecule Man. So if that ties into 2023's The Fantastic Four, that'd be cool. Now for the Fantastic Four, I kind of hope they don't introduce Doctor Doom in the first movie, which I know is weird because usually in every Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom is the main villain. But I feel like
I don't
there's
think they
always
will.
there's always so much focus on Doctor Doom in these movies, and there needs to be more focus on these actual characters. Because if we look at the previous Fantastic Four movies we've already had,
Not that great.
they're not good. So I really need a movie with the Fantastic Four being the main focus, and then in the sequel they bring in Doctor Doom, and we have that amazing villain that he is, because he's probably top 5 villains of all time, with like Magneto and Darth Vader and stuff.
You know, this is going back a long time in our conversation, back to the trilogy that's confirmed after Far From Home.
Yeah,
Uh, but here's a hot take. I actually do not want to see Tom Holland in that. I think it would be more interesting to see like a more developed, I don't know who the actor would be, but like a more grown up Spider-Man at that point. Because I
yeah.
don't think we necessarily need to see. Tom Holland is perfect for the origin story because, like, you know, he captures that perfectly. But I don't want to see like another Tom Holland like trilogy
I get
because
what
I
you're
feel
saying.
like it's still attached to it. You know, like I won't feel like it's a new character.
But I feel like the MCU does a really good job of changing that, and they can easily make him look older, because
Yeah,
stuff like that, CGI, they can make him look older, and he'll probably be older by the time.
I would probably be good with that.
Uh-huh. Now, I really hope they do a good job because Spider-Man's probably one of my favorite characters, next to Daredevil, obviously. Jeez,
You went really close for that.
wasn't even a debate. Daredevil, man, greatest Netflix original show out there. But have you seen Daredevil, Balin?
I have not. Isn't that the
Goated,
blind
man.
man?
Yeah. You need to
Yeah.
watch it, man. It's really good. Season 2. It's only 3 seasons. Pretty short. I enjoyed it a lot though. But do we have any other predictions of No Way Home besides
Uh,
Tobey Maguire and the girl?
Hold
I
on.
Wait,
forgot his name.
wait, is the 6 villains already all confirmed?
No, it's only 5. So what I think they're gonna do is they're only gonna have 5, and then later on in the second trilogy, they're gonna have an actual Sinister Six movie with the Venom movie, and I don't know,
Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage spoilers.
maybe a Miles Morales movie.
Oh,
That's
yeah. That's my prediction. Venom's definitely making an appearance.
in No Way Home.
That's my theory. I think so.
Spoilers for Venom 2 right now. Skip a couple seconds. I'm gonna be fast. In the post credit scene of Venom 2, he's brought into the MCU because he sees Tom Holland on the TV screen. So he's confirmed in the movie, or he's confirmed in that universe right now. Is he gonna be in No Way Home? It would be cool if he was. It really would be. But if he's not, then I hope there's a whole movie about it because
I
that
think
could be
he's
cool.
definitely. He might not make like a big appearance in the movie. Like he's not going to be like the main character, obviously. But I
Yeah.
think he's definitely going to like at least show up, maybe in like a post-credit scene or something.
Uh-huh. I feel like there's already so much going on in No Way Home that it's tough to fit all these things in. So all these predictions people make, I don't know if it's all gonna make it. And
Mhm.
it might not live up to the hype, but I'm prepared. It's already gonna be amazing a movie because we have Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin,
Yes.
and Alfred's Doc Ock. I forgot his last name. So
Yeah.
I,
No.
I
No.
I am really excited for this movie. Clearly, I just talked about it for like 15 minutes. So you get a phone call. This is a moral dilemma. You get a phone
More
call.
dilemma.
And you have to go to one of 3 places. Your boy, your bestie, he's about to get jumped by a gang. All right,
Mm,
they're gonna beat him until he's like almost dead or on the verge of death. Your
mm,
girlfriend's about to get, sexually battered, and your
mm,
mom is dying in the hospital. She's about to die. Where do you
mm.
go first, or where do you go first in order?
I'm going to church, bro. I'm
uh,
praying. That's what I'm doing. First thing. Oh wait,
Uh,
in order. Oh, so I get to okay, so I can go to all of these. Um, okay, Brian, you take this. I gotta think.
okay.
where do you go first?
I think I'm gonna have to go to my girl first.
Yeah.
I feel like if my mom is dying, you know,
You can call her
she
up. You just need to hear her
yeah,
voice.
and no, then I go to my mom, cause screw my best friend, bro. An inch away from his life, okay.
So that brings up the question: would you rather, someone get murdered or someone get raped? I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
that's an easy one. I would rather someone get raped than murdered.
Yeah,
I
see, that's
think,
the normal thing, but rape is really bad.
of
You
course,
know,
it's bad. You
it
know, I
is
just
really
talked about
bad.
it. It's terrible.
But
However,
someone's
it's
life
not
has
like
been
if you're,
taken.
you're literally talking about life and death here. You know, like no matter what you're gonna compare death to, like the odds are that death is always going to be worse than whatever you're comparing it to. You know, like would you rather get killed, you know, or like stab your foot like on like a rock or something, you know, like or just like lose your foot? Like obviously, if you're a sane person, you realize the value of life and you'll choose like whatever option it is over death every single time. Like rape is terrible. It's one of the worst things ever on this earth.
Yeah.
However, it cannot compare to death, you know?
You don't think so?
No.
So do you think you would go help your boy out because he may or may not die once he gets jumped by this gang before you go to your girl?
What,
uh,
what's going on with my mom? Let's start there.
Your mom's dying.
yeah. Of
Of
what?
what?
I don't know. I didn't think that for cancer.
She has
Okay,
time to
then.
live. She's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
yeah.
between my boy who's about to like see. Nah. It doesn't. Okay, here's the problem. What is the time frame of like of like these events? Like surely these events cannot happen within five.
They're happening all at the same time.
No, but how
Oh,
long though? Like, where am I, and how far away are they from each other? Like, all of these are kind of like. Let me give you an example, right? Let's say that you right now, I'm gonna list some cities, that you'd hopefully
You're
know.
5 minutes away from all of them. You're equally far away from them.
You're 5 minutes away from all of them, right?
Yep.
Okay, well then it doesn't really matter who you go to first. It's just whoever's on your mind first.
I
What?
feel like I would call the police and then send the police over to one guy and then go
That's the
to the
big.
other.
That's the first answer.
Like that's so
Isn't
stupid. Why would I?
why is my boy calling me and not 911? That's the real
But
question.
No.
Really
Okay.
stupid for that. I'm
Stop
going to the
finding
girl.
plot holes in
I'm
the
going to
huh.
the girl first. The boy's
So
stupid.
question.
Men are created to help girls, so we're
What?
gonna go to the girl
Whoa.
first.
oh,
No. Just basic question. Okay. Who do you go to first? No
The girl.
calling the police crap. The girl.
The girl.
You go to the girl first.
Yeah.
But your life, but your homie's life is, about to
My
be
homie is
taken from.
retarded, bro. Whatever this is, he probably deserved it.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh
All
wait,
right.
okay, hold on. If they're attacking both of them, then they know who you were, and they're trying to get to them to get to you.
Oh, that's true.
So
Yeah,
you,
running away.
so
I'm running away.
so
I'm
it would
leaving
have been
state.
you.
I'm going to Washington.
You
No,
messed up.
the rapist and the gang are totally different.
Okay.
So this is just a big coincidence.
It's a big coincidence.
Big coincidence.
And your mom's about to die, your homie's getting jumped, and your girl's getting raped. That is a really bad situation. I don't know what I'd do. I
Okay, wait,
really
okay.
don't.
Actually, I'm rethinking all this. I'm rethinking this. You're saying she's dying of cancer, but like, is it like they're about to like, is she on life support and they're like about to pull the plug? Because
They're
then
about to pull the plug.
I'm going to my mom. No, I'm going to my mom because I've known her the longest.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to my mom first, 100%.
You could always give her a call though to talk to her.
No, but
No,
it's
you
not the
want
same
your last
thing.
moment with your mother to be a call? No, I disagree.
You could be saving another person's life though, like your homies. Like his life is on the line.
Bro, my homie was probably selling crack, okay?
Okay,
Like,
all right. See, mom was also my first answer.
yeah, we're going to mother first. Mother knows best. I would ask her. I'd be like, "What should I do? Like, as you're dying here right now, my homie is getting beat the beep up. Like he's being
Uh-huh.
beat, and then my girlfriend, like Tiffany, like you met her last year. She's getting raped right now. How did I know? How did I know about that? By the way,
Yeah.
You get a phone call. I don't know.
Why? Why would they give you a phone call?
They all gave you a text at the same time, and you read them all at the
Okay.
same time.
coincidence! What a big coincidence.
Yeah.
If
That
that's
has
the
the
case,
point,
I'm
though.
going to my mother, and then whoever sent the text first.
Oh wow. All right. All
Yeah.
right. Woo. I think I might go to my homie last.
My homie gonna be on the floor all like, all
See,
He's
dead.
like
probably
I'm
in
kind
the
of the opposite though. Like if like just like pure generics, I would probably go mother, homie, and then girl because girl has the most likely chance of survival.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
He should have called someone else though. He knew what I was dealing with.
He should have. He should have. He should have. And that's
Yeah.
why we're switching it up. That's why I'm going to the girl before him because he should have known.
He should call 911.
All right. What's your
Yeah.
final answer, Brian? Who do you go to first?
Mom,
All right.
my
all right.
mommy,
We love our mama. I'm putting a sign up
Mother's
that says
Day.
we love our mama. Yeah,
mommy.
Mother's Day. That's a weird holiday. Like Father's
It
Day.
is.
Like, why are those holidays? Columbus Day, bro. Yeah, let's make a holiday about Columbus.
Columbo. What
Pretty,
is the sign saying?
you're putting your feet on the steak.
That's disgusting.
Flavor.
Can you
Hey,
tell me your
yo.
life questions, Brian?
Oh
My
yeah.
two. Okay, hold on.
Maybe Brian
The
should talk
things I
to the
mentioned.
podcast.
You know what? How many kids would you have?
I plan to adopt. So whatever
Adopt?
I can. Yeah, I
There's
plan to
no way.
adopt.
Why? Why?
Why not?
Why not?
You could have your own kid. That's a direct descendant of you.
Yeah, but like, I
Would
want
you?
my life to matter, and like, regardless of me, like, I don't care if I leave a legacy or anything like that. I think it's pretty foolish
You want to
to
affect
think.
other people's lives before your own.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
stupid to have this idea of like, I want to make a difference in the world, so I'm going to focus on me. If you want to make a difference in the world, you need to focus on other people. And I think that adoption is one of those things that, like, especially a lot of people in like the church, like they're just ignoring it. Like, and this is one of the things that bothers me. We're about to get religious here. Like, there's a lot of people who are in the church who are Christians, and they're like, abortion equals bad, right? And so, you have people on the other side of the aisle, and they're like, so why don't you adopt? It's like, oh no, I can't do that. God hasn't called me for that. Like, if like, I think I read a statistic. If it's like 3% of the church adopted one child, we could end it in America. Like, it's not hard to do. And I have adopted siblings, and so I know what you need to do and what you don't need to do in terms of parenting an adopted child, because I think that's the biggest challenge. And so, yeah, I think my heart is 100% set on adoption.
That's awesome, Balin. In all honesty, I don't know if I have the guts to do that though.
Well,
Like,
obviously, like, yeah, I like somewhere down the line, I'd be like, yeah, let's have my own kid. But
yeah,
like,
maybe it's
I
one.
want to put the
Yeah.
spotlight
No, I
or my
understand, man.
focus on
That
adoption.
really is cool, Balin. I give it hats off to you, dude. That's awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I don't think I could do that, to be honest. So I might just I might just have my own kids, because. But you really like you put that thought in my mind, dude. Let me tell you.
Think
What about
about
you,
it,
Brian?
consider it.
Um, not. I feel like. Okay, wait, hold on. How many kids would you adopt at that point?
It's up
Okay.
to you.
Well, no, because Balin hasn't answered that question. He just said he was
I
gonna
said no,
adopt.
I did. I said I would adopt, but whatever I'm financially able to do so.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I think everyone does that though.
I think I would
Mhm.
have 3 max.
3. Oh yeah. Okay. How many would you like? What's your?
Yeah,
Let's say you had infinite money, but
infinite.
not infinite, but you're like very rich.
You're like
Okay.
you're sleeping on cash right now.
Um,
You're like Hugh on that one episode.
I know a family that has 4 adopted kids, so I'd probably
Is
say
that what they
4.
do? 4. Okay. All right. Okay. That's a pretty cool number. I'm having like 3 tops. I
3.
can't handle. I can't have. I can't handle that much. It's probably gonna end up being like 2. An older
Mm.
brother and a younger sister. and my wife's name is Brandy, and my son's name is Bobby, and my daughter's name is Brenda. Brenda. Or
Brenda.
So Bobby,
or
Brenda, and who
Taquisha.
else? Braquisha?
Brandy's my
Laquisha.
wife. Yeah.
Brandy's your wife.
Brady
Okay.
and Brandy. That's perfect, man. Hey, any Brandys out there? Hit me up. Trying to get
Alright.
married. Dude, the
Second
podcast has
life
been going
question.
on for a while though. It's been like an
Alright.
hour, I think. But go ahead.
Alright.
Let's finish
Second.
up with this.
Alright.
It can be a long podcast. We're fine. We're fine.
Alright. Do we? Those are my two life questions.
It's been like an hour now. I think we
Those
should
are your two
wrap it up.
questions about
We wanted
life.
shorter episodes because no one wants to sit here an hour. Watch
No,
this
I,
video.
I
Tom.
disagree with that. I think that
you don't sit here.
the successful podcasts last a very long time.
Yeah, because you just put it in the background.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I
you
get what
put it
you're
in the
saying, but a
background.
lot of people just don't want to sit through all this.
What?
Like, I don't like long podcasts. I want to move on to the next episode, bro. Short and sweet, baby. I don't know. That's just me. It was
What?
my
All right,
idea to do short
I
episodes.
got a question. Just one final
One
question.
more.
One
Okay.
final.
One final question. We'll top it off. Super philosophical. What is the meaning of your life?
Wow, that's a
Ah,
bomb. What is the
episode.
right
What is
now or
Right. Well, what
right
do you want
now?
your life? Like, what do you think your purpose is? Like, what do you think you're meant to do?
I don't know if I'm old enough to know that yet. I know I should, but I'm at like this weird point in my life where I'm not sure what I'm doing, and I don't think that's a good thing. I need to figure out soon, but
Mm.
I don't know right now. I think I should know by the time I'm an adult what I'm gonna do. But right now I'm kind of just going through it, man. I want to make sure I enjoy my high school years and my childhood before it's too late. Cause there's always going forward. You're always gonna become an adult, but there's no going back. So I'm really just trying to enjoy myself so I don't regret it later on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
feel like when I was younger, I always wanted to just grow up, but there's no going back. So I want to make sure that I don't take myself too seriously. Even though it's good to take things seriously at a young
Mhm.
age, I want you only live once, man. I feel like I really need to enjoy.
I don't know if I agree with that, to be honest. Like, I understand wanting to enjoy your time right now, but to me that tells for me when I hear that, my automatic thought is you just think that you're not going to enjoy whatever you're doing later on in life. And that's kind of a sad thought, you know?
Sorry, I had to chill something, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I think you are right, but life isn't guaranteed for the future. I could die in a car crash in 2 years.
So, okay, let's assume that happens, right? You died in a car crash in 2 years. And so what is going to be on your tombstone? What are people going to know you for? Cuz we'll talk about you. Name somebody who's famous who died.
Mac Miller.
And what is Mac Miller describe Mac Miller?
He makes music about his. He makes good music.
So you just described this man's entire life pretty much in one sentence, right? So what is your sentence?
What is
When
my
you
sentence?
die, what are people going to talk about you for? What are you going to be known for?
It's not up to me. What would you guys say?
Obviously, the B&B show co-host. What? Obviously.
What?
If I died right now, how would you guys describe me? It's a real question, man.
I got to
The
think
guy
about
I
this
met on
one.
Minecraft 1 year ago.
That's all you would know him for? Bro, I've met
Wow.
7,000 people on Minecraft last year, but I don't keep in contact with them. I could say that same thing if they died.
And I feel like if Brady would have died right now, I mean, bro, this past year, right? This past year, bro, it's been one of my best years, right? Because we've done so much, through our friendship or whatever. And I feel
I
like,
really appreciate that, man.
yeah, I feel like if you would have died, I would. I don't know. How would I describe someone's life in one sentence? Balin, do you know?
I think that it's more than enough to say something like he was always there when I needed him. He was always open to listen to me. I think that's more than enough, and I think that's 1,000 times more important than something stupid like he made a yacht or like he got famous, you know?
I get what you're saying because you really want to reflect on this person's personality and who they were
Yeah.
than what they did.
Like obviously
if that
like
makes any sense.
accomplishments are like a big deal, but like only certain amount of people are going to have those big accomplishments. Like nobody knows the guy who invented a fork, right? Nobody
Yeah.
knows him.
Uh-huh.
He's like it's a great invention, but nobody cares, you know?
Yeah.
But like
You really want to reflect this person's characteristics than
yeah,
what they did.
yeah.
So like I don't know, one of the first things I think of when I think of Balin, I think of really smart. Like way too smart. And I feel like that'd be one of the first things I said if you were to die, Balin. I'd say he was smart and he was
Good with his
he always
words.
had really good opinion. He was always really good with his words, and his words always made a really good impact on me.
I really appreciate that. I don't think I deserve it at all though.
I think you do. I really do. Because some of your opinions, there's always a meaning behind it, and there's always just true stuff that you can always take something out of when Balin talks.
Mm. Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate
being
that.
serious, man. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem.
What about what about you, Brian? What would your life sentence be?
Well, that's
What do you think
that,
it would be?
well, that's
What would
your.
you want to be known for?
Me?
Well, hold on. No, that's
Brian,
your that's your question to answer about me. Because I mean, I feel like if I would have to say a sentence about my life, um, I would have. I don't know, man. Fuck, hold on. The guy who invented the B&B show.
That's not even true, though. That'd be a lie. Because it was me.
What? No. I brought up the idea.
Did you? I
Yeah.
don't know. You might have thought of the podcast idea. I thought of the Minecraft idea, though. I thought of the gimmick.
Mm. So
But
who's the mastermind behind it?
who's the I think it's equal, man.
Good.
Yeah.
That's how it should
Because
be.
Brian does all of the behind the scenes. Let me tell you, he puts in the work, and I really appreciate that.
Good for you, Brian.
Because I can't do it. I can't.
No, he was like,
I may talk more than him on the podcast, but I definitely don't do the work behind. I don't know, behind closed doors. That's like a future topic that's going to be in the next episode because we already recorded that episode, and yeah, it's like crazy, right?
Oh
What's that
no,
episode?
you exposed it. You exposed this,
Yeah,
man.
it's a preview. It's a preview.
it's a preview.
It's a preview of the next episode. Next episode is YouTube theme.
Oh,
Whoa.
whoa!
Whoa.
Spoiler
I
alert.
think we should cut it here.
But- No, it's been going on for over an hour. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Over an hour. This is gonna be a tough video
Yeah.
to edit. All right.
Well-
that was a good episode though.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you for watching episode 4 of the B&B show. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one.